Hi everybody, this is Red Hill Eagle. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode, I think it's episode 5. I'm not sure. I've lost track already. But it is episode 4 of PLW Unleashed. And this is the go-home show for our pay-per-view Civil War. We now have all of our qualifiers. So this episode, they all get their numbers when they're going to be entering the match. And so Stephanie's in the ring as we open. I haven't got any pre-show matches, by the way, this week. I think I've kind of seen everybody now. I will go back to it. It was more of a case of time this week that I didn't really have time to sort of book too many matches. So we'll just crack on then with Stephanie's in the ring, and she announces, that tonight is the night where everyone will be receiving their numbers for the Gauntlet Match to determine the first PLW World Champion. And first of all, we've got, I think it's in order of they qualified. Maybe not actually, it could be alphabetical order. I can't remember which way I did it. But we've got AJ Francis, Alex Hammerstone, and Breeze in the ring, and they're told that they will be the first 3 qualifiers to receive their numbers. And they all pick their numbers, and they all, give a look, good or bad, whatever. But Alex Hammerstone seems a little bit confused by his number, and he's not quite sure. He sort of turns to Steph and then thinks, "Oh no, don't worry, it's okay, I'll work it out." And he walks off, and they all walk off. They'll go backstage. This segment only got 42. Then AJ Francis has a match, and he takes on Murdoch. And in 7 minutes 57, AJ Francis got the win by pinfall. But we did have Zack Sabre. He was there, and he distracted AJ Francis. We all know that AJ Francis and Zack Sabre are trying to get the attention of Selena De La Renta. They both want her to become their manager. And Zack Sabre is just kind of interfering in this match, or not quite interfering, but just distracting in this match. It looks like we've got a gimmick change here. Let's have a quick look at... right, it's Lenny Leonardov. I think I've put on announcing. I can't remember. It was a few days ago when I booked this, actually. I need to start kind of recording straight after I've booked. A few penalties there, that's a shame. Okay. 28, that's really poor. AJ Francis hasn't quite turned out to be the worker I was hoping he might. I mean, he's even got the lower score here. Murdoch, pretty sure I brought Murdoch in as like a jobber. And yeah, I think I've messed up there by putting AJ in the Gauntlet match, but it is what it is. We've done it. There's a couple of greens there from colour commentary. Murdoch's getting better at his gimmick, but apart from that, yeah, AJ getting the win. And then post-match, Sabre chats to Selena. Actually, Selena was on commentary for that match. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you. I probably could have gone into road agent notes and all that sort of thing, but I don't want to do that in every match just to check whether I've done something. But anyway, it is what it is. Selena was on commentary. That's one of the reasons why Zack Sabre came down. Obviously distracted AJ Francis. And then after the match, Zack Sabre sort of tries to get chatting to Selena, but AJ Francis gets in between them. And then they start arguing, and Selena's, the look on her face is just like, "I'll grow up, guys. Whatever you two decide to do, it's going to be my decision." And she just walks off and you're just acting like children. Overall rating 43 for this one. Then we've got Steph in the ring again, and this time it is the turn of Dolph Ziggler, Elijah, and Eric Redbeard, who will be picking their numbers. All 3 go up individually, pick their numbers, and just one Elijah, when he picks his number, it just has a kind of a raise of the eyebrows, a kind of like, that's not bad, could have been worse. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that one, that's okay. Overall rating of 49. And then we've got tag team action with All Night Express. Rhett Titus, I think, and Kenny King. Yeah, they take on the Hype Brothers, and it's the All Night Express getting the win in 8 minutes 41 when Matt Cardona was disqualified while fighting Kenny King. So yeah, that's that one. A few green there, quite happy with that one. Looks like Matt Cardona was the best guy in the ring there. Good chemistry from Rhett Titus and Kenny King, and they get the tag team specialist. That's good. I'm happy with that one. I mean, overall rating isn't particularly great. Hopefully we can pick this up in the main event. But yeah, 49 for that one. And then we've got more qualifiers picking their numbers. These are the final 4. John Hennigan, Matt Riddle, Strickland, and Will Ospreay. And yet they all go up and they get their numbers. And John Hennigan, there's always one particular one that I'm going to mention in these. John Hennigan goes up, gets his number, and he kind of looks at his ticket, and he's confused as well. He's not quite sure, like what's this all about? And it says the word wild card on it, and Stephanie says, "Well, yourself and Alex Hammerstone picked out wild card tonight. There will be a match between you two, John Hennigan and Alex Hammerstone. The winner will enter the Gauntlet match at number 10. The loser will enter the Gauntlet match at number 1. Over rating of 59. We've then got Josh Alexander versus Richard Holiday. And in a 59 rated match, which isn't too shabby, it's Alexander getting the win in 13 minutes 19 by countout. Nothing particular to say about this match. Just, get a couple of matches on the card. As I've said before, a few of our storylines kind of kick off at Civil War. So at the moment, we're kind of a little bit just plodding along and, just putting on shows, putting on matches that are booked by the committee. If every match has to have a reason for happening, well, that's what the committee deemed as one of the matches they wanted to see tonight. So yeah, overall rating of 59. Josh Alexander getting the win. Steph McMahon in the ring again. She gets a much better rating when she's on her own, 74. And she announces there will be a tournament at Civil War for the World Tag Team titles. Yep, it's been thrust upon us early because of the shenanigans from Ace Austin and Chris Bay, ABC. So yeah, we are bringing this forward. We didn't really want to plan for it right now, but there will be a tag team tournament at Civil War to crown the Premier League Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Riddick Moss in the ring, cutting a promo. I mean, we didn't expect much from Riddick Ross promo. But he is also issuing a challenge for Civil War. He wants a match and he wants it under his 5 count rules. His opponent doesn't have to get a 5 count. His opponent still only needs to get a 3 count. But Moss is so confident that if I'm going to pin my opponent, the referee's got to count to 5. Issuing this challenge, and out comes Heath Slater. And Riddick Moss just laughs. If you're serious, are you serious? You want to take me on in a wrestling match at Civil War and under 5 count rule? You want to be embarrassed? Because he just thinks Heath Slater's way below him. And there's no way you're going to stand a chance at kicking out at 3 or 5 or 10 or whatever. But yeah, so that match will be happening at Civil War. Rating of 44. Alex Hammerstone taking on John Hennigan in the wild card match for the Gauntlet. The winner, John Hennigan, will enter the Gauntlet match at number 10. And the loser, Alex Hammerstone, will have to enter at number 1. Hennigan got the win in 8 minutes 46 by a pinfall with a Starship Pain. 62 isn't too bad. I'm quite happy with that one, actually. And they've got great chemistry. So they're both heels. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. But yeah, great chemistry. Bear that in mind. Keep it when both of these, hopefully, if ever both of these are sort of major stars, might get something pretty decent out of them. Might be able to make some money out of them. John Hennigan getting a 66 here, which is fantastic, and Hammerstone 54, which isn't too bad either. Scott D'Amore then interviews the Von Erichs, Ross Von Erich and Marshall Von Erich. It's only a 39, but I wanted to get them on the card. I wanted them to sort of make an appearance. They've not been around. They are only unimportant at the moment, but I really want to sort of shore up the tag team division. I want to get some of our teams over. So yeah, we just wanted to sort of get them on here really. They're just talking about the fact that they're not entering the tournament. They fully understand that there's teams out there that are a lot more experienced than them, got a lot more momentum going for them. So that's what they need to do. They need to build up their momentum. They want to put themselves into some matches first, and then they'll be looking at capturing the gold. And then backstage in the locker room area, Alex Hammerstone's annoyed. He's going to be number 1 in the match. He's looking at his number 1 ticket. But then he sees Elijah walk past. He says, hang on, Elijah. His eyes lit up a little bit when he's got a good number. So, yeah, he decides to just beat up Elijah and take his ticket from him that he was holding in a pocket or something. Whatever. Beats him up, takes his ticket. It's number 6. Oh, okay, could have been worse. Number 6. And he puts the number 1 ticket on Elijah's chest when Elijah's flat out on the floor. So Alex Hammerstone will now be entering at number 6, and it's Elijah that will have to go in at number 1, unless he can find a way of getting his ticket back. Overall rating of 50 for this one. Matt Riddle and Will Ospreay taking on Dolph Ziggler and Strickland. This is kind of like it's four of the stars that are in the Gauntlet match, and it was kind of the committee just felt that it would be nice to see sort of 4 of them on show at the end of tonight. Stick them in a tag team match. And it says here, in a good match, Dolph Ziggler and Strickland defeated Matt Riddle and Will Ospreay in 14 minutes 30 when Strickland pinned Ospreay by using underhanded tactics. Of course, they had to cheat their heels. But yeah, 70. Pleased with that one. Deserves a bit of colour commentary, but, you can't win them all. I'm happy with that, and some good scores here. Dolph Ziggler only getting a 57, but 57 isn't awful. But everyone else here, Will Ospreay getting a 73, Strickland 74. And Matt Riddle in the middle of those two there with a 6. In the middle of those two. Kind of in the middle of, between those two and Dolph Ziggler, getting a 66. So that's it. What do we get overall then for this show? 63. I'm pleased with that. Yeah, very pleased with that. 31, raising our popularity in 31 regions. So there we have it. We know who's coming in at number 1, we know who's coming in at number 6, and we know who's coming in at number 10 for the Gauntlet match. But who is going to come out on top? Who will be our first champion? Find out in the next episode. It's Premier League Wrestling Civil War.